Nigeria and Kenya has violated international law by abducting KANU. Albata, Minister of Justice. The Minister of Justice and Solicitor General of the Government of Albata, Mr. Kelechi Madu, has stated that the governments of Nigeria and Kenya violated international law by arresting the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi KANU. In a lengthy statement on his linked page, Mr. Madu also attacked Nigeria's Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, Abubakar Malami, branding him a bigot. I urge the Nigerian government, led by Muhammadu Buhari, to ensure the safety of Mazi Nnamdi KANU, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. I urge his immediate release, according to Madu. Well, reports suggest that Mazi KANU was abducted in Kenya with the active collaboration of the Kenya government led by President Uhuru Kenyatta. If true, Nigeria and Kenya violated international law and the rule of law that is supreme in their respective countries. I call upon the international community, and in particular the US in Nigeria and UK in Nigeria, KANU Nigeria, Germany in Nigeria, Israel in Nigeria, and EU, which is European Union, in Nigeria, to use all their power, including diplomacy, to ensure the safety and release of Mazi Nnamdi KANU. I further call on the leaders of these nations to ensure real consequences for this arbitrary violation of international accepted democratic norms and rules that govern civilized people. But above all, the arbitrary violations of Mazi KANU's fundamental human rights. Yes, it is true that they have violated the fundamental human rights to life, right to freedom of speech, and right to movement. And meanwhile, according to the story, says Nnamdi KANU was only holding the United Kingdom, international passport. He was not holding the Nigerian passport, so they shouldn't have deemed it fit to arrest him even in Kenya. According to his lawyer, the lawyer said Nnamdi KANU has been detained for 8 days before calling on the Nigerian security operative to come and arrest Nnamdi KANU. And meanwhile, that is unjust and injustice in the highest order. That is what Madu is saying. Is the Minister of Justice and Solicitor General of the Government of Albata, Mr. Kelechi Madu. He stated that the government of Nigeria and Kenya violated international law by arresting the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra unjustly. And in a lengthy statement in his page, he also attacked Nigeria's Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, and branding him a bigot. That Abubakar Malami is a bigot. Why they arrested Nnamdi KANU is just for their own selfish interest, for their own agenda. If truly they have really done well as a government, if they have really done well as an administration, Nnamdi KANU wouldn't have been propagating their lies, because it's propagating their lies and bad governance of the so-called President Muhammadu Buhari's administration. And meanwhile, the accusation on Nnamdi KANU is that he jumped bail after Mazi Abaribe, stood for shorty for Nnamdi KANU, or stood as shorty for Nnamdi KANU, paying the sum of 100 million naira. And in other words, if you stand in the court of law and the court says you are standing as a shorty, there should be a collateral if in case that person runs away. Yes, let's look it in this way. He paid 100 million naira. And meanwhile, when Nnamdi KANU ran away just because they came to attack him in his house, after running away, the 100 million naira, Abaribe should have forfeited it. That's the price for the bail jumping. Abi, is that not it? Why are they still looking for Nnamdi KANU? Since they have collected 100 million naira as shorty from Abaribe, so Nnamdi KANU should be left alone. But in other words, they arrested him. Okay, maybe that's the reason why they didn't even bother to even talk about his matter, and that's why they didn't even furthermore to go and arrest him in UK, just because the Kenya government is biased and also corrupt. That's the reason why they arrested Nnamdi KANU in Kenya, which is not supposed to be. Now they have violated the law of human rights, freedom of movement. Now immediately Nnamdi KANU was brought back to Nigeria by the security operatives. Abaribe collected the sum of 100 million naira. That was the first thing. He says, okay, now that you've gotten Nnamdi KANU, can I have my money back? Meanwhile, Nnamdi KANU is still in the Department of State Service. Nigeria is burning, and the people of Nigeria are also burning, except those who are holding the country down and wants out. You cannot destroy the hope and aspiration of a people destined for greatness and expect them to bow down in servitude. It has been said that you cannot beat a child and expect the child not to cry and tell the child not to cry. That is injustice. It's rather you don't even beat that child. In this part of the country that we are, you can beat a child and go scot-free. But in a developed country like the UK or the US, you can't beat a child and go scot-free. If the child reports you to the security agencies, they will arrest you for violating human rights, which is what the Kenya and Nigerian government has done. You cannot destroy a generation of people and expect them to not fight for their freedom, which is very true. And you cannot create a monster and that monster will not hunt you back. It is the monster that you create that is hunting them back. The power of the gun, state-sponsored terrorism will not achieve peace or the preservation of Nigeria. The Igbos and other ethnic groups in Nigeria who are calling for Nigeria to be renegotiated do not seek violence or war. They seek peace, they seek progress and the advancement of their people. They seek fairness, safety, equity and justice for their people. They seek the opportunity for their children to grow up and achieve their God-given abundant potentials. They seek the rise of a people with the work ethic, intellect and capacity to be a truly global superpower on the continent of Africa. They seek dignity over inhuman treatment. They seek life over death. Friends of the black world must unite and liberate the people of Nigeria from the bondage and from the claws of corrupt and inept politicians who have no business being near the corridor of Nigeria's political power. The Attorney General of Nigeria, Abubakar Malami, is a disgrace to the rule of law and not worthy to be an officer of the court. He has shown himself to be a bigot who does not understand what it means to live in a pluralistic society governed by the dictates of the rule of law. Finally, I must caution the present leaders of Nigeria to act in the best interest and best knowledge of the whole people of Nigeria since the inception of this government, and so far they have not been acting in all of Nigeria's best interest. The statement reads all the way from Madu. He has faulted the Kenya government and Nigerian government for being biased and violating human rights or international law. What are your takes toward this? Well, jump into the comment section and don't forget to subscribe or press the bell icon so that you can get notifications. And don't forget to share this news so that others can be aware. Thanks for listening and God bless you.